Hello and welcome back to my channel, and if you're new here, hi, my name is Mary and welcome back to another Craft Day Wednesday. In this video I'm going to be showing you how I made this little doll right here. Basically all I did was took a pair of footed pajamas and stuffed them with pillow fluff. So we're just going to get right into the video. So what you're going to need is a pair of footed pajamas like I mentioned. And I have some here that I already started to stuff. And I went ahead and pre-stuffed because I didn't want to be doing a whole lot of stuffing on camera. So I'm basically just going to go ahead and finish stuffing it. So we're just basically, all I'm doing now is just stuffing. And this is all you need is a pair of footed pajamas and some pillow fluff, and that's it. So, and you just stuff to what feels good to you. I'm gonna stuff a little bit down this way and gonna play around with it, and that looks pretty good to me. So I'm gonna button this up. Next, what I'm going to do is I got a cute little outfit that I have that is here and here, and we're just going to go ahead and dress her. And you're going to need the footed pajamas because without the footed pajamas you don't really have anywhere to stuff your fluff. If you stuff it, it's just going to come right back out the leg of your doll or whatever it is that you're making. So yeah, so basically all I'm doing now is trying to get the arm through, and this part right here can, since it's not an actual body, then you gotta like play around with it to get it to where you need it to be. So this is just what I'm gonna do. I'm just gonna continue to go ahead and stick her arms through. Boy or girl. I'm making a girl. You can make whichever gender you want. I decided to do a girl. So I'm just going ahead and stuffing it in here. Just like this. And we're going to go ahead and grab this one and stick this one through. And if your fluff starts to come out, don't worry, just stick it back in. That's what I'm doing. And then we're just going to pull this out a little bit. Same with this one. And I'm going to go ahead, secure it at the bottom. Like this. And then you want to just go back, and if you got any, just kind of adjust everything. This is what we have so far, like this. And what we're going to do next is I'm going to go inside the hand right here. I'm going to pull this down a little bit. Just like that. Just like I did to this one. And for her hands, they have the little mitt on it that you use, or that you put on the dolls or the babies so they don't scratch themselves in the face. So I'm not going to make hands for this one. I'm just going to adjust everything and pull it down. And I'm going to take this, fold it over just like this. And we have our doll hands. Next, I'm going to go ahead and put her bottoms on. And does this come on button? No. So these just basically stretch and pull on. So that's what we're going to do. I'm going to go ahead and put her legs in. If y'all hear some weird sounds in the back, my Coco baby is in here with me. She's under there chewing on her toy. So that's probably what you're hearing. Because she's literally right under my chair. And my other baby is sleeping. And that's probably a good thing to be able to sleep now, because once Coco gets to wanting to play, she's going to go wake her up. And Minnie is not going to be happy about that. And we have our little pants on her. And I'm just going to pull them down a little bit. And we got our little socks. I'm going to put her little socks on. They probably don't match exactly, but I don't really care about that. And that would be my hubby texting me. Sorry about that. I'm just going to go ahead and stick the ends of her socks underneath like this. And we got one down, and we got one more to go. And this is the easy part. The hard part is going to be when we do the head. It actually is, well, it's not really that hard. It can be. It's time consuming, I guess. It depends. I've been doing them for so long, it's just kind of, I'm just kind of used to it by now. It's just, yeah. Okay. And we got her feet and her socks and all that good stuff on. The next thing we're going to do is her head. And all I done was took a styrofoam ball and I wrapped that styrofoam ball. As you can see, it is a styrofoam ball. And I wrapped that styrofoam ball in a pair of knee lines or pantyhose or thigh highs or whatever you want to call it. All I did was wrap that aluminum, that styrofoam ball in there, just like I did this one, styrofoam ball. And I'm going to take her hat, and the colors that's on here, I don't really like those, so I got it turned inside out. And I'm just going to rip that tag off, and then you want to see which way you want your, which end you want to cover. So we're going to go ahead and cover this in. So we're just going to go ahead and slide this on, just like this. And I'm just going to pull it up a little bit because I'm not happy with where it's at. And I'm just going to go ahead, place this down like this. And I'm going to fold it up and over. I'm going to fold it and I will push up and pull down. Just like this. And then I'm going to see where I want this at and how I want it to be positioned. This looks good to me. So what I'm going to do now, and someone asked me if I can use a needle and thread. And the answer to that is no. I can use a needle and thread because I'm using a styrofoam ball. And I'm pretty sure you can't get a needle through a styrofoam ball. And if you can, anybody that can, please make a video so I can see it. But what I do is I use hot glue. So just gonna tuck that back, and I just go ahead and I'm gonna pull this up and I'm gonna push this down just like this, so I make sure that I'm gluing the styrofoam ball down off in this, and then we're gonna cover it back up. So basically what we're gonna do, we're gonna take the ball and we're gonna put it just like this. And I'm going to go ahead and put some hot glue around it. Just going to hold this like this. I'm going to grab my hot glue, and I'm going to go ahead and just take a generous amount and just smear it on here, and then we're going to stick that right down off on here, just like this. And I'm just going to push some pressure to it and hold it for a little bit before I try to lift up on it. And I'm going to take my hot glue gun, and I'm going to get another hot glue stick, and I am going to, well, I was going to stick that in there, but I guess not right now. So I'm going to grab some hot glue, and only thing I'm doing right now is just securing the ball down on her head to make sure that that the head don't come off or roll anywhere. And those of you that are leery about using the hot glue, you don't have to be. It will stay in place. That's for sure. It's not going to go anywhere. That's why I said use a generous amount when doing this. And all I'm doing is just going around it with the hot glue. I'm just securing the head on in place. And I'm going all the way around the entire head. And I'm just holding a little bit of pressure on. And then we're going to go ahead and do the other side. There we go. This is the easiest way I found so far when using a styrofoam ball, but you can use a pantyhose, a knee high, thigh high, or whatever you want to call it. You can take one of those and you can stuff the toe in, just the foot part, with the pillow fluff, the same fluff that I used to stuff the doll with, and you can take that and you can stuff the pillow fluff in there to make the head, and then you can sew it on that way. I have done it that way too. I didn't like it as much as I like this way. That's just me. So that's why I didn't stick with it. I didn't do it that way anymore. And yeah. Now what I'm going to do is just pull this up. I'm just going to pull her outfit up just a little bit. And then we're going to go ahead and I'm going to add just a little bit of hot glue around the collar. Just like that. And we're just going to go ahead and put hot glue right around the edge, just like I'm doing. And like I said, you don't have to use this method if you don't want to. This is just how I do it, and you don't have to do it the exact same way I'm doing it. You can do it any way that's comfortable for you. This is comfortable for me, so this is why I'm doing it this way. So hot gluing it down the first way that I showed you, with gluing the head down first on doing the first layer. This is the second layer, and this is just going to add added security for the head, that the head don't go bobbling all over the place. And like I said, this part right here is the one where you want to take your time, because this is the time consuming part of the whole thing. This part right here. So yeah. And the next thing we're going to do is I'm still just going around here because I just want to add it. I'm just adding more glue because I want to just make sure that whoever's playing with this doll, that the head don't go rolling off of it, because that would freak a child out. It would freak me out. And I'm almost done. And there we have it. Okay. And as you can see, the head is not going anywhere. Now I'm just going to go ahead and adjust this again. And I'm just going to pull it up until I'm happy with how it is. And when I figure out how I want it, I'll go ahead and glue this down into place. Coco. Okay. And this is what we have. And I think I like that. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to take my hot glue gun and I'm just going to hot glue a little right there. Just around the edge. And if you want to add hair, this is a good time to do it. And let's see here. And so since she has purple on, I'm going to go ahead and grab my scissors. And what I do for the pacifier is this part here, I cut that out because you don't need it. And I'm just going to neatly go around here and cut this off. Just like that. And after you cut that out, this is what you're going to end up with. So next what I do is I take it and put it about where I think I want it, which is here. Yeah. And then I add some hot glue to it. And I got a little bit right there. And we're just going to pull this off, the little extra. And we put it here. And I'm just going to hold a little pressure. And there we have it. The next thing is only thing left to do now is to draw on the eyes. And I usually just give them sleeping eyes, which what I'm going to do is just draw on the eyes. And how I do that is I just make a wide U. And that's it. And I do the same thing to the other side. And I can't turn this around to face y'all to do it because then I wouldn't be able to see what I'm doing. And all I'm doing now is just giving her some lashes. Like this. And that's about it. And if you want to give her some rosiness for her cheeks, I have to step away from my camera, but I'll be right back. Sorry about that. I had to go into my bathroom and grab my little kit because that's where I left it. So sorry that I stepped away from the camera. I thought I had everything in here, and normally I'm prepared, but what can I say? I wasn't this time. And I'm going to take my little makeup kit, and I'm just going to put it into, I'm just going to get a little bit of this pink. And I'm just going to give her some blushy cheeks. So all I'm doing is just taking it and just, and I may need to go a little bit darker. So let's just grab a little bit more. And I'm just putting some blush on. There we go. Put some blush on her cheek with a Q-tip. And I'm trying to do it a little darker so y'all can see it on camera. I don't know how well y'all can see that. And there you have it. That's all that I do to make my dolls. And I have a couple different ones here. Here's one that I made. This one I made. And here's the one that we made on camera. And that's about it. So I hope you liked this video. And if you did, please give me a thumbs up. And if there's anything else that y'all want to see me do, just let me know. Some of my videos that I'm going to be posting here here in a little bit is not going to always be craft related, because we do have a couple of projects going on around the house. So I'm going to be filming some of that. So if y'all want to see something like that, let me know. Yeah. So once again, thank you so much for watching, and I hope y'all have a nice day. Bye.